Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. I have two bourbon whiskeys. This is genuine Kentucky bourbon whiskey distilled in Kentucky, which makes perfect sense. Winn-Dixie Liquors. Winn-Dixie founded in 1955. There's a horse and a jockey. This is sold only at Winn-Dixie. It's from Wide World Importers. It's bourbon. And it's aged 3 years. This is George Dickel Cascade Hollow liter bottle. Now the trademark data says it's introduced in 2018, but I think I'm gonna go with that, but I believe it's actually older than that, meaning it was around longer than that. But a Cascade Hollow distillery, aged 3 years. There it says right there. Sour mash whiskey from Tennessee, distilled and charcoal mellowed at George Dickel and Company, Tullahoma, Tennessee. And it's owned by Diageo these days. Then there's an essay on the side about George Dickel. And there's another essay about the distillery. And it's about how chill filtering is a good idea. Obviously, they're going to say that because he's the guy that pioneered chill filtering. If I can get it to focus. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Ronnie S. says, hey, Ron, hello to you. Ronnie, I hope you're doing okay with that storm. I've been praying for Florida. So could this go back to actually 1955? It's doubtful, but it's possible. Because I've been seeing WD liquors my whole life. They used to be in glass bottles back, in the 70s and 80s. But do I recommend chill filtering? I don't recommend either one, chill filtering or non-filtered or charcoal. It doesn't matter to me. I don't find that they taste much different one to another. I'm no kind of scientist, so I'm the wrong person to ask. But some people claim it makes a big difference. Other people say, hogwash, it doesn't matter. All right, so embossed clear glass bottle, clear plastic bottle, red, gold, and a white label, gold, red, and black, glass, plastic. This liter bottle I bought for $7.99 at Discount Depot. True story, $7.99. Now, and then it was gone in about a couple of days. It's not gonna last for that price. I bought a bottle from my friend David to bring to the hot rod shop. I said, how did the people at the hot rod shop like it? He said, it's all gone. This one's darker. So the Dickel is darker. This is more like gold amber. And this is more like copper amber. All right. Thoughts and prayers for Florida, yes. Winn-Dixie bourbon, $15.99 till November 3rd. That's a great price for Kentucky bourbon. I don't know why it doesn't say straight bourbon, because it's aged 3 years, so I don't get that. Plain it. But there it is. Do they sell other bourbons? Yeah. Some of them, which ones are on sale? Jim Beam, Woodford Reserve, Maker's Mark. Then they're showing, this is a mistake here. They're showing Bullet Frontier, but they're showing Subi Honey. Oh, that's a screw up. Bullet Bourbon, Old Forester, High West, Winn-Dixie, back to that. Then there's different, products. Bourbon, the mix from Zatarans, Lowry's, Honey Bourbon Marinade, Saucy Spoon Jalapeno Bourbon Baked Beans. I never heard of that brand. All right. You get the picture. There's a Winn-Dixie. I don't think they sell liquor at my local Winn-Dixie. They don't have a WD liquor store. See, in Louisiana, they always sell liquor at Winn-Dixie. So I have a Winn-Dixie half a mile from here. 10-minute walk. And they have a liquor section. It's gated, meaning there's a little turnstile. Like when you approach it, it's got the electric eye, so it opens and you go in and you know cameras are watching you and you can look around. And when you leave, it opens. So, but you can just pull it off the shelf. You don't have to ask somebody to get it for you. Just bring it to the checkout. I'm surprised you are not watching the Phillies versus the Mets. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm definitely going to watch all the highlights of those games tomorrow morning. I should be able to tell these apart, but they're both 80 proof, and the aging is close, 3 years to 4. So, but George Dickel usually has some kind of weird Flintstone vitamin tasting thing. New Orleans at Orlando canceled the preseason NBA game. Well, that makes sense. Too bad they needed to have some practice. Okay. Cleveland lost to Detroit 3-0. I could see they just couldn't see. I was playing that. I was watching a little of that. Cleveland couldn't do anything. Okay. What's your favorite in the current postseason? I don't have a favorite. I'm not opposed to any of the teams. I'm not rooting for anybody. It's just whoever wants to win, it's fine with me. Whoever does win. So, all right. I think this is the Dickel because it has a weird medicine Flintstone vitamin aroma. It doesn't say straight whiskey. It just says Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey. And I read the regulations. There's nothing in the regulations preventing it from having flavoring added. I'm not saying they add flavoring, but George Dickel whiskeys have a very strange flavor, and they don't ever say straight whiskey on the bottles that I've seen. I know they make a bourbon now, but I've not had that Kentucky bourbon. So, or it's made for them. So there's no way this is the Winn-Dixie because this has a strange aroma, and it is the Dickel. So I guessed it on smell only. Yeah, the White Sox were out a good while back. So I'm gonna taste it, but I did get it right on aroma only. Standard bourbon. Tastes very much like ancient age. Tastes a lot like ancient age. You know, like corn flour, little charred oak. It's very mild. If you want to call it bland, it's not really bland, but it's not like jumping with flavor. But it's not bad. $15.99, you get this huge bottle. It's not a bad flavor. It's not like amazing. Oh wow, this is amazing bourbon. I got to tell all my friends. Everybody's got to go out and buy it. It's nothing like that. It's there. You drink it. They beat the Mets, infamous 1962 losing season. You're right. Worst record of the 20th or 21st century so far. Okay, George Dickel. It got a lot of coverage. You get charred oak. You get that sourdough bagel. They're both medium bodied, kind of a medium long finish, semi-sweet finish. It's not really overly sweet though, and the aroma is more odd than the flavor. I mean, some of those George Dickel whiskeys, the flavor is so strange, like that number 12 and that the rye, even their rye whiskey has a strange flavor. Like I said, Flintstone Vitamin. Well, is this a good product? Yeah, it is. Too bad it's discontinued. I haven't seen it. When I bought it, which was what, 2018, 2019, it wasn't on the market long. Some people said they put it as a gap because they didn't have enough aged whiskey, so they just put the 3-year out there to fill space until they had enough aged, because there was some kind of production problem. But that might not even be true. But $7.99 for the liter. It was a great deal, but I never saw it since. After they sold out at Discount Depot, I never saw that bottle again in my life. But I'm glad I bought it. It's been enjoyable. Cloyingly sweet. Oh, no. Just semi-sweet. Dewar's White Label or Ballantine's, says Shavesh. I go with Ballantine's. I'll pick Ballantine's. I like the Dewar's White Label, and I have a bottle, but I would go with Ballantine's. Better product to me. Okay. Who's got a better flavor? I guess the George Dickel, but it's not a big difference, honestly. And the George Dickel was actually cheaper per ounce, but that was a weird price. Discount Depot sometimes has some very weird low prices, but hey, who's arguing about that? Who's complaining? I'm not. Thank you for your response. Oh, you're welcome. Well, I'd be doing a show covering the history of the Middle East. The whole history? I can't handle. I wouldn't know enough about it. I don't know enough about the Middle East or the Near East. I could do a show talking about some of the history, you know. But I did that last year, right after October 7th. I made a video talking about what the U.S. response should be and involvement level should be. And I didn't make a follow-up video because none of my opinions have changed, and nothing has really changed out there. So, since 1800. Yeah, I might do it. I doubt it, but I might do it. Be interesting, I guess. And now that they let you do the screen share, it's so easy. You could show all the graphs and maps. It used to be like a real pain, you know, with visuals. All right, y'all take care now. See y'all in less than 1 hour for our pumpkin beer. We're doing pumpkin beers. Bye-bye, folks. Bye-bye, folks.